Hi everyone, my name is Rachel Muger, and I'm going to be talking about how the brain develops in utero. Um, so the brain starts to develop at 4 to 8 weeks. That's when it truly starts to develop. This is the cortex of the brain is wrinkled, which increases the surface area of the brain. The brain is then divided into two hemispheres, the right and the left hemisphere. There's also the corpus callosum. These are connecting these hemispheres and allows communication from one side of the brain to the other. Um, the beginning of the brain can be traced to the period of the zygote, which is approximately 3 weeks after conception. A group of cells from a flat structure called the neural plate. That was found in our PowerPoint. How does the brain develop? After this, the neural plate folds to form a tube that ultimately becomes the brain and spinal cord. In the PowerPoint and presentation that we kind of watched, it was saying kind of 4 to 8 weeks. That's when the baby really starts developing into an actual looking like a human instead. So it starts with its head down, and then it starts to come up and up until it's starting to form its brain and starting to form its head and all that. Um, During the early brain development, in the months after birth, the brain grows rapidly, producing billions of neurons, dendrites, and axons, as well as synapses, reaching its peaks around the infant's first birthday. So, our brain not only develops during birth, but it's still developing as it's born and um, into our early adult years. It says in one of our PowerPoints, in the first 2 years, that brain increases its size from 25% to 75% of its adult weight. Soon after synapsis, it gradually disappear, a phenomenon known as synaptic pruning. The process is the brain's way of weeding out the unnecessary connections between neurons. Since we have so many neurons, that's why. Um, So after this, if cells are unused, they atrophy and are rededicated to other senses. Underused neurons like synapses are inactivated by pruning process. If a child suffers brain damage, cognitive processes are usually impaired. These processes often improve gradually, showing the brain's plasticity.